Can't believe Leland's late.
You guys are late, dog.
I'm not late. I showed up at exactly 3.
Like 32 seconds.
Yeah, still within 3. Stop being a little
That's how I
bitch
felt.
about it.
That's how I felt on my job. I'm not late. I'm here exactly on time. I'd show up at exactly when my fucking shift started. You think I'm showing up any early? I don't want to be there.
No one wants to be anywhere, dude. I just can't believe Leland's late. It's not like him.
He's on his phone. He's gonna text saying he's at a party.
Leland was like on time last time. In fact, he was early last time. Me and him were early, and then Gavin was late.
Sounds like him.
I know. Oh my god, about time.
Yo, I'm 1 minute late, okay? I had to turn on my computer. And I had to-
Yeah. Excuses,
Leland.
Leland. If there is a building on fire and there are a whole bunch of orphans inside, but you had to turn on your computer first, would you turn on your computer first?
Well,
That's
I
true.
wouldn't-
Far more
Think
likely
about your
on the
answer
flip.
carefully. Think about your answer carefully.
I wouldn't need to turn on my computer because they're orphans in a burning building and not, like, a podcast.
Fair.
So what? They're less important?
So what? You saying this podcast isn't important to you?
What?
What the fuck?
I was just
Yeah,
listening.
Leland, you might as well just say you don't care about your friends. You can say, "I'll take it."
You
I'll take it.
you can just say you hate us. Like if it's kind of that obvious.
I was 1 minute
Leland's
late, man.
He
flabbergasted.
doesn't know what to say. He's lost for words.
No response.
He doesn't
I'm
know what to say.
dumbfounded.
He's
I
completely
respect to the
dumbfounded.
A4 recording, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Anyway, welcome back to the Kids Table Podcast, episode 2.
Oh shit.
First episode without Nathan. It's so different around here without him.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Don't say that. He's gonna listen to this and he's gonna be mad. He's gonna storm up to you, Gage, with like steam coming out of his ears, and it's like gonna be all his face is gonna be red, and he's gonna be like, "What did you say about me?"
Yeah, Gage, he's gonna come for
He
you.
doesn't even know where I live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he
We don't
might.
even live. We don't even live in the country, so I don't know how he could come over to me.
That's true. You do live like light years away from Nathan.
You
Yeah,
live
live
in
in
I
Alaska.
a...
lived near Gage for a little bit.
Gage
Just a
lives in
little bit.
Malvania.
I live in Alaska.
Alaska. Wow. What's it like over
Wow.
there?
Um,
I hear a lot of
There's a
people
lot of-
die.
well, it's been getting my igloo's been melting recently, so it's kind of unfortunate
Oh, that sucks.
because it's the springtime. So.
Yeah, I know you guys. Yeah, you last a lot better in the winter than you know, any other time of the year.
The fucking my house has gone up in price so a lot, so that's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's because I recently upgraded. I added a room to my igloo.
Oh, that's nice. What about you, Leland?
What do you mean? What?
Hmm?
Oh, the way I keep the rent low in my neighborhood is I fire a Glock out my window every
Oh my
5
God.
hours.
Scare all the homeless around? Or like...
Oh no, it's just to make sure that it's a low rent area so that I can still afford to live here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
that's-
yeah, no, okay, that's a good strategy.
That's such a life hack.
That's a good strategy.
It
I
is.
never thought about that. Maybe I should start doing that myself.
Yeah.
No, you live in it'll never
That's just
lower in price.
the average Detroit neighborhood though.
That's true. That is
The
the average
average-
Detroit neighborhood.
You know what though? It's kind of true because like homeless people try to steal from me sometimes.
They do that.
So it is
Don't-
kind of like Detroit.
Don't try to order an Amazon package. Worst idea you can ever do.
Do not do that.
Surprisingly enough, I've never had a package stolen.
Oh, really?
actually,
Surprising.
What
Yeah,
state
you
is it
know
where
what?
like
delivered my
state is-
phone to my house. I expect not to be yoinked right away, but it actually stayed just fine.
isn't there a state in America where if you order an Amazon package, you're like pretty much guaranteed gets stolen?
All of them.
Oh. That's not good.
Any densely packed states usually. In cities, it was a big problem. I know.
American people are just all kleptomaniacs.
It's fun
Yeah.
though. Like
I'm not very many people are from America, so I doubt anyone listening to this is American.
Yeah, I doubt that.
yeah,
It's a quite low populated country, so
yeah.
It's not like the main listening base of our.
it's the main character.
I mean, America has more gun violence than South Africa, so
That's
I don't
true.
know.
That's kind of crazy though. You know what's more crazy?
What?
The
what?
Mario movie came out this week.
Mario
oh
movie.
boy, this is it's probably been the most like roller coaster of a movie release ever. Because the first thing that came out about it was that it was by Illumination, which made everyone, pretty upset. And I'll never forget where I was when I watched the reveal of the voice cast for the movie.
I was watching it.
I was watching it on the bus going home from school with Nathan, and we were just like, "What the fuck?"
I'm not surprised though.
Honestly, I think it was a good voice acting crew.
I think they did a fine job. I think the movie was pretty good. As like a movie, it's not good, but as just like a fun time, it's good. It's just a nice.
Well,
little
I mean,
experience.
I can understand why the critics rated it the way they did, because if you've never played a Mario game ever, it's gonna be like the least interesting movie ever to you.
Yes,
probably.
definitely.
That's true. They're gonna see Mario get a cat power and be like, "What? That doesn't make sense. When was that established?"
What is that established?
But then I'm in the theater like
Mario
Super Mario
Cinematic
World, yeah, or Super Mario 3D World.
There was also no child porn in the movie, so they had to
That's
rate it
true.
low.
That's true. The critics were a little upset about that.
What?
Joey.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I mean,
go ahead, Leland.
they asked, like, when they approached Seth Rogen about the role, he literally told them, like, I'm not a voice actor, it's just gonna be my voice, and they hired him anyway.
Well, that's because
That goes to show you.
It worked though. I mean, he was like one of my favorite characters. Was Donkey Kong.
He actually did do a pretty fine job.
Bananarama.
The ones that stick out were definitely Charlie Day as Luigi and Jack Black as Bowser. Those are great performances.
Too bad he was not even there for half the
I
movie.
know
I'm
Charlie Day wasn't there for most of the movie, and it's really upsetting.
But he was the GOAT.
He was. He did an amazing job. So I'm hoping that in any future sequels with him, he gets a lot more time on screen.
So
If
like,
it weren't for Luigi, Mario would have died.
Sure.
I
if
just
this
got
is like,
quick scope.
if this is just developing, like, hey, Nintendo's gonna make Nintendo movies, does that mean they're all gonna be made by Illuminations?
It's very possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, as
Like-
long as they have Nintendo overlooking the project, it'll be fine.
I mean,
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
any song, any
probably.
any like pop music song. That's
as long
played
as
is
Jack
probably
Black is in
Illuminations
every
doing that.
Illumination movie from here on out, we're fine.
Just stop with the pop music, because that's definitely Illumination doing. I don't think
That was
Nintendo.
definitely Illuminations doing it. Well, they did have some weird song choices. Take on
Mhm.
Me was stuck out like a sore thumb.
Nah, that was so good.
No, I
No,
don't.
it
I
wasn't.
disagree. That stuck out like a sore thumb.
They were even gonna put Jungle James.
Oh, yeah,
in,
they were
and
gonna
it-
put-
That would have been
Jungle-
way better.
They
That
had
would've
they
been
had
so
an
much better.
original song composed for that part. I haven't listened to it because it's on Spotify. It goes incredibly hard, and then they replaced it with "Take on Me," which is really
For
disappointing.
what part?
The part where they're like the "Take on Me" scene, where they're like racing through the
Oh,
village.
they had an original.
They had an original
Oh.
song already written for that, and it goes so incredibly hard, but they
Well, they just
cut
never used it.
it. They just cut it and put "Take on Me" instead.
Wrong.
Take on Me is so overplayed and like overused that I just can't stand it anymore.
Really?
I love
don't-
the
I
don't hear
song.
it
I just
on.
think it wasn't fitting.
The amount of times where like, here's the thing though, like when I hear like annoying band kids use like a song or something, or like literally anything, I just automatically like it's hard to enjoy it anymore because I just think about like I cringe. When I hear
God
Take on
damn.
Me, I'm like I've heard this song 400 million times. I don't need to hear this again in a Mario movie.
I mean, yeah. Is there a single Illumination movie that didn't have a song, like a pop song?
They need a pop
They had to keep the
song.
trend going.
They had to.
I
keep
feel
it
like
going.
Despicable Me had more original songs than
I do find it funny though how, in my opinion, Mario is like their second best movie, and it's just kind of okay.
Yeah.
It just goes to show.
Yeah, no, they had an original song for every single scene that had a pop song in it, but all of them got cut in favor for pop songs. And
Speaking of
and
Illumination.
listen, sorry, Leland, I'll let you go after this. I just need
Oh
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
this.
my bad.
Every animated movie needs to stop trying to use, what's it called? That one song. I need a hero. I don't remember the actual name of the song.
I need a heat.
Because
Everyone knows what you're talking about.
it already peaked in Shrek 2. You can't go any higher. So stop trying.
That is so true.
That's just
I
all
think
I
it worked
say.
in Mario.
I think the original song they made for it once again is better.
I haven't heard it.
I haven't listened to any of the original songs.
Listen
so I guess I'll have
to,
go and do that.
Driving Me Bananas is the one for the DK section. That one's really good. Anyway,
That's
what
such
were
a
we gonna
good
say?
name. Oh, I was about to say that The Rise of Gru is still better than the entire Sing franchise.
That's true.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but apparently it was actually like not bad.
It's their
At least-
third best film, and that's not saying a lot, but you know.
Honestly,
Because they've
like-
only ever made one actually really good film.
Hey, you can't roast Despicable Me 2 though. I think that's
It's
the
so
third best.
it's so mediocre though. Like
Well, it's better than Rise of Gru, dude. Like at
I wouldn't
least
know
the
that.
final boss fight against El Macho was
Final
good.
boss.
Yeah, the final boss against El Macho. Rise of Gru's like climax was
Also-
just so dumb and forced, man.
It
like,
was.
like, oh, they're all rabbits now. Oh my god. No,
oh
I don't
my
care.
fucking
I wanna see-
God.
I want to see Dr. Nefario shoot jelly into the minions' mouths and fuck them up, dude. That's what I want to
Whoa,
Fuck
whoa,
them
whoa,
up.
whoa, 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 whoa! What do you mean by that?
And then El Macho and Gru dueling it out, man. El
They
Macho's the
do that.
goat. He's such a good villain though.
Yeah.
I need you guys know this dog. I just got an King Kong and Ape Wars, best game in the world.
Joey, we don't care.
Wow.
Fuck you,
I
Tanner.
do.
We're trying to talk here, Joey. We don't need to be.
Oh, we're
concerned about your
talking. We're
games.
talking, man.
I'm killing you.
Anyway,
I'm killing you.
no, the Mario movie was good. If you're a Mario fan, you're like, I know there's one review that said there's a really negative review for the movie from a critic that said very disappointed. This is Illumination's first bad movie, which is an insane
Not a
statement.
chance.
Which is an absolutely insane statement.
Psychotic statement, dude.
They've obviously never watched an Illumination movie.
They've never watched The Secret Life of Pets. They've never watched Minions. They've never watched Hop.
Oh,
They're
Hop
all
and
bad. Yeah, Hop
Um,
is Illumination.
here's the thing. Critics don't watch movies. Film critics, it's their entire job to watch movies. They don't fucking watch them.
They just read
They-
the transcript and like make their own
they-
review
they-
out of it.
They read the transcript and then they're like, are there underage girls shaking their asses in this movie? No? Okay, low score.
Boy, did they give Cuties a high rating or something?
Yes, they gave Cuties an 86.
Believe me,
What?
this is a coming of age story.
No.
My
Yeah,
ass.
man.
Yeah, no, a lot of the time you can't really trust critic opinions.
You know, Sneeko probably has 70 alternative accounts, and he hopped onto Rotten Tomatoes as a film critic, and he's the reason that it's that high. That's probably why.
I can see that.
I mean, what
Like-
else does he do?
What else does he do?
He's all like,
Besides
"Oh, you guys are all soy boy cucks." But I see him like in his room, not going outside, more than anybody who he's roasting.
That's true.
So who
Yeah,
is who is this bozo?
Truly, who is the loser?
You know, he kind of had a Thorfinn redemption arc, though a little bit
Have you been watching the show?
lately. In the manga.
Oh. Do you see the new episode, Tanner?
I know I haven't.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
saying
God.
I'm saying how it's like you have no enemies. That's what happened. That's kind of what
Yeah,
happened.
he has been kind of doing that. A bit. Yeah, no, I've seen that, but you know, he's still
He's still a
he's
still
still
a loser,
an
but
unhinged maniac.
he's trying at least. Now he's self-aware.
Eh,
So that's
a little,
something.
yeah.
It's progress. He still likes minors shaking their asses, but we'll ignore that.
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna say something about that, but I'm actually gonna refrain.
Gage's unhinged, intrusive thoughts.
you know,
coming to the
recently, a lot of game adaptations have been actually good and not Doom.
Yeah, dude.
And it's kind of cool because you see a lot of like just game series you like, and you're like, oh wow, now they're on the big screen, and I can go and point at something and be like, I get that reference.
See, Tanner, I would agree with you, but there's one sore thumb that sticks out.
What is
What's
it?
that?
Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon
Oh,
City.
okay. Well, yeah, that's
So bad,
true. Well, you know, it's video games. Oh, it's awesome, dude. I love video games. I always love video games.
Why? Okay, what is with directors? Okay, this might be a controversial statement, but I don't need a new story for a video game movie. The whole reason you're adapting it onto the big screen is so that you don't have to like play it and you can see actors do their thing. we don't need you to rewrite the fucking story. Just put the exact same thing on the big screen. It's like if they made the Red Dead story, and then Micah was the good guy. What?
I think it depends on the franchise you're adapting.
Well, like it works for Mario and Sonic, sure.
Because their stories are all over the place, and they have like 10 million different types of stories. So, like those are fine.
But if it's like Red Dead or like The Last of Us or like Resident Evil, like The Last of Us is doing just fine. Like they're doing great.
Yeah, it's
Because
just they just retold the story
it's exactly just a retelling of the story in the exact same way it happened,
with some bonus stuff added.
with some bonus stuff added. But then it's like, oh, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Leon Kennedy looks like Carlos. Why? Where's Carlos?
It's true.
And like, what is going on? What? I hated that movie. I hated it.
I have not seen it, but you know, I did. I think they should do better.
They should do better.
Controversial
Thank
opinion.
you so much.
Controversial opinion.
I think they kind of just sucked. Honestly, they should do better.
I mean, we're in this world that's currently being dominated by gamers and their gaming. So shout out to us.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a gamer.
Really, dude, you're missing out.
Gage, I can hear your keyboard.
Gage,
right
you're on
now.
games. You're on the game more hours a day than you're awake, dog. Like,
Listen, just because I play games longer than I've done anything else ever doesn't
you play
mean
games 26 hours a day. It's fucking insane.
I would.
Speaking of games, I was actually curious. Did you guys have any favorite, like, what was your guys' favorite games growing up? I'll say like ages 0 to like 10 or something.
10.
10
0
or
to
like
0.
12.
Alright.
0 to 12.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, Joe. What was your favorite game growing up as a kid?
I
What were
was
some of your
not
favorite
allowed to
games?
play any game that was rated more than E until I was 14.
Oh yeah, because you want to play Siege so badly.
So what we had the PS2 with the Scooby-Doo Mystery Gang. I don't know what the game was called. All I remember was Scooby-Doo was a ninja, and like you would just walk around and you beat up ghouls, and that was the best game I've ever played. I cannot find it though.
That's goated.
Oh, and Gay Furry Porn 3, you know.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's enough. Wait, you played that when you're wait. You played that when you're under the age of 12, bro?
Oh, of course, man. Yeah, me and Nathan would have sit over there and sesh it like.
I mean, nice, man, but like, Jesus, nice.
As a kid, I played a lot of Mario, a lot of Sonic, and Call of Duty. Because as a kid, my dad had a PS3, and my dad is a huge Call of Duty fan, and so he had Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for a PS3, and I'd wake up extra early before my parents got up just to hop on the grind and play Call of Duty. And then I'd go to my room and I'd play online web games. And then I didn't have and that's all I did. And I played Sonic a little bit because my mom had a Genesis when I was younger, and I played a bit of Mario because whenever I went to my cousin's house, they had a GameCube, and I'd play Double Dash and Mario Party. And I loved Mario Kart Double Dash. It was my favorite game as a kid.
Don't even know what it is.
Mario Kart, but you have two characters.
You have two characters.
What?
Yeah, Double Dash. I only played it a few times.
I
What's
love
Mario
Double
Kart?
Dash.
I played it a few times at my old friend's house because he had a GameCube and I did not. So he showed me a lot of games I've never seen before.
Double Dash is an example of
Double
a
Dash.
gimmick done right.
That's true.
Which like nowadays seems to be not fucking possible to pull off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leland, what about you?
I got a hefty list here.
Oh boy.
It's like Santa Claus's naughty or nice list.
Oh,
I've got like, let's start with the Nintendo stuff. So we got Pokemon Soul Silver and no, not Soul Silver, not Soul Silver. It's Pokemon Heart Gold.
yeah. Man.
Then we had Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, goated game. Then we got Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, one of the worst games I've ever played, but it's what I had. It was a Mortal Kombat game, but like no story, and it sucked. Like really bad. And it was for the GameCube.
Yes, that's great.
And then I had Shadow the Hedgehog, which I never played, but I did have it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not what
yeah.
the question was, but I do have it somewhere. Tetris for the original Game Boy.
Huge.
I played the shit out of that. That's a funny story about Tetris, actually. Derailing this a little bit. 2 years ago, I was number 3 in the entire province for Tetris Online.
Mm.
and I did it at school after a workout, and I was next to Joey's sister. Like, we were just talking, and I was playing
yeah.
Tetris. I was sitting next to Joey's sister, and I'm just like, and I was just playing Tetris because we were done working out and doing whatever, and we were just waiting until we had to go outside and play rugby. And then I just like
Popped
completely by accident popped off.
off. I accidentally popped off.
Dude, who was it? Last year told us about his Subway Surfer addiction. We had a teacher who legitimately, when on days off, sometimes he would just play Subway Surfer for 12 hours at a time.
Ow!
And apparently he scored
Right.
like top 100 on the world leaderboards because he played Subway Surfer one run for 12 hours straight.
Subway Surfer ain't no joke, bro. It ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke, bruh. Especially to him. An online school
Okay.
teacher, so we can
Her-
play it all day.
Oh, I was wondering online school.
Show you,
That makes
remember that?
sense.
Yeah, he's going to online
I
school
remember
now.
you showed me that thing once, so you could install on your like Samsung was an add-on that's like you like, get free currency in some games that allowed it. I did that in fucking Subway Surfers, and I bought like 20 or like a lot of containers in the game, and ended up getting an actual record that way. And
That's
they're like,
awesome.
really fucking high, high
evil.
just cheating. It's the only time I've ever. It's the only time I've ever cheated in a video game. What's that?
Hitch, what was your favorite games growing up?
For the most part, they're gonna be Wii games. It's gonna be Poke Park 2 is definitely one of them.
That's a good
For
one. I
sure.
played that a lot as a
Um,
kid.
Kirby's Epic Yarn,
That,
Bomber
yeah, that's-
Bomberman Land was. I wish I could. I was trying to play it on my computer, but I don't know how to set a motion controls on my computer, so I don't do that one. I don't remember the name of the game. It was on my dad's like PSP because he has one. It was like Twisted something. It was a race. It was like a
Twisted Metal.
Twisted
yeah, that's
Metal.
it. Twisted Metal. That was one of the.
That's a
I
good one.
barely. I have very vague memories of the game. I don't even remember much
I
about
forgot.
it.
I loved Club Penguin as a kid. Holy shit, that was my game. My parents. So there was one point in my life where I lived with my auntie and my uncle, and so it was my mom, my dad, my auntie, my uncle, and then I think another one of my aunties, I think, or maybe someone else, and then there's 4 of us kids, 5 adults, and they had a little corner in a room that had 5 PCs because they all played World of Warcraft, and they would group up in those PCs and play it.
Awesome.
It's so
But
funny.
during their off hours, the 4 of us got on those PCs and we played Club Penguin, and we grouped up and
Fire.
won everything. It was so cool.
Actually, I think my favorite game is Dog. Overall, great video game.
Which game?
No, it was a game my school made me play back in the.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my
yeah,
god, I
forever.
remember it now. Yeah.
You know what's
What
funny?
were learning games we used to play?
That's one of the 3 games I've gotten a world record, or like I've gotten on the leaderboards in.
No, what was the one where you would like rank up and become animal, like you get a different animal tier.
No fucking.
Does anyone remember that?
No.
Like it was like one of those .io games, yeah.
No. Like it was a learning game. It was a program we had at our elementary school, and
Oh,
like
that's
I
pretty
remember I was number 2 in the world at this football game where you would literally just press left or right, and it was learning how to use a keyboard. Because no one played. It was, I swear to God, it was only released to our school. You cannot find anything about it. It was the most.
Did you guys ever play
seen.
Starfall games as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind
Ah.
of made me. Yeah, kindergarten. That's all we really were allowed. to do.
Starfall
Yeah.
games.
In elementary
Classic.
school, I
It
always went to
was.
teachers
I don't
that
remember
made
much
it
about it.
fun.
I remember one game from it.
I remember drawing on it.
I remember the one where you had to decorate the gingerbread man.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
That's all I remember. But all on topic of games, the main game that got me into games much as I did, well, I guess that was Fortnite. But other than Fortnite, Fortnite is one that really like got me into them. But the one that like initially did was Garden Warfare 1.
Oh my
Timeless
god.
That's the
classic.
first game I ever played like a
Run the
lot of.
shit out of
Garden
Garden
Warfare
Warfare.
That's timeless classic.
Garden Warfare
That
2,
was-
I played more Garden Warfare 2 than 1.
That
but
was the
Garden Warfare 1
first shooter game I ever had. Was Garden Warfare 1.
Oh yeah, you just told your dad that it was plants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Plants vs Zombies, Dad. You play it all the time, except they have guns now. And he's like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
They have weaponry and they have
The zombies eat the plants. You watch them die. You watch the plants
Exactly.
slowly die.
It's more gory than Battlefield. And Call of
What was
Duty.
your guys' main mobile game growing up?
Oh, Clash of Clans.
No.
probably, that would probably be a lot of people's answers. I don't know. Clash of Clans definitely up there because I remember my dad played and he was like maxed out at the time when like Town Hall 10 was the max. He had Town Hall 10. He had everything, and I was in a clan with him. It was pretty cool. But then one day he stopped playing and he's like, Gage, I will hand you down my Clash of Clans account. And I was like 13.
The coolest gift a dad could ever give you.
I don't have it. And, like I barely played Nick. It was too much, and I didn't know what to really do on it because I wasn't really that good at the game. I got like Town Hall 6 or something.
What about you, Leland?
We got fuck, dude, my brain liquefied. Boom Beach. It's
Boom Beach is
huge.
really
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love Boom Beach. And then I also played Merge Cow a lot.
Oh, actually, I know that game is.
Oh!
Yeah. All the merge games.
Big.
Merge Cow was the one I played the most. So yeah.
I played a lot of Merge Cow
Yeah,
because
man.
my first ever phone was a like piddly little iPod that I got from my cousin. She walked up to me at like my birthday a long time ago and she was like, "Here's a phone." And like it wasn't even wiped. It was just like the only thing I could do on it was play games.
Not really.
So I played a shit ton of Merge Cow, and then when I got my first ever phone, it was just Boom Beach.
My dad
Like
did that
my
for
first
me.
actual phone.
My dad gave me a flip phone, and he's like, "Here's your phone." Oh, that was the best toy I ever had.
The
You played
best
Snake.
toy.
I loved my flip phone. I'd sit there and be like, "Calling in an airstrike," and I'd just pick up my stick as an imaginary gun, and
Hey, Jordan, did you ever call the cops on that phone by any chance?
no.
As a kid, I didn't really play many mobile games until like the latter half of elementary school, and I played a lot of Clash Royale, like an unhealthy amount.
Oh yeah. Well, Tanner, you'll never forget how fucking when I opened my Super Magical Chest in grade 6, and I fucking actually wanted to die right there. That was the first time I ever felt depression. I fucking was so excited to have first legendary. I got 19 columns and nothing else good in that chest. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a golem deck and only ever use that.
Oh, good.
That
Yeah,
was the start of Gage's villain arc.
that was like when Gage realized gambling
I-
can have bad things.
That was the first.
It's when Gage
And then he
loved
played
RNG.
COD Zombies and got spoiled all over again.
It's when Gage got into
got-
RNG. How to cheat the system. 'Cause
That's
Gage,
what- that-
Gage hacks
that-
everything now.
Everything, yeah, that's true. That's true. No,
I need
all my luck right now, all my luck that I get just compensates for that one fateful day.
The day your dreams
everybody
are
watch-
shattered.
I need everybody listening right now to channel their energy to make sure Gage does not get the Wonder Waff next time we play a map with the Wonder Waff on COD Zombies.
Respect, bro. You know,
Get
in my
all of
Kino
your
game playing right
energy.
now, it took me like almost 50 spins to get the Thunder Gun.
I don't
So-
believe you. You got it first try.
No, it actually block rotated like 6 times.
No, you should see Gavin. Gavin, we played 2 matches together, Shino Numa and Kino in one night, and Gavin got the Thunder Gun and Wonder Wolf both times after like 5 spins.
It's true.
Maybe he has
it was
my
unfair.
luck now. It's like passed down or
It's
something.
passed down to the next
I
generation.
wouldn't mind. I was
I had a nightmare last night.
You
where,
did?
I was, yeah. It was real bad. I was playing zombies, and I got mule kick out of on the
Yeah.
house,
That's a nightmare.
and then I spun the box and got the ray gun. That was a bad
I
night.
mean,
I did actually have that.
I
dream, though.
literally.
I-
You know, I have dreams every night, and they always involve you and Tanner. Like literally every single time without fucking fail. Even one last night, I don't remember what it was because I don't really care.
we
I had
probably
a
crucified
dude. I had
you
a
or something.
weird dream last night.
Actually, one of them Luna got expelled, and that was like a few days ago.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually remember that one. That was really funny.
I had a
You got
dream last
expelled.
night.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead, Gage. Go ahead.
you got expelled because some girl was talking to stage. You just randomly told her to shut the fuck up.
Leland would do that.
That's some Leland shit
God.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I had a weird dream that this random pawn shop showed up, or like this I think it was a pawn shop. I don't. They had a lot of random stuff in there, and I went in there with my cousin, my older cousin. I was like, "Oh shit, dude, look at all this stuff." And then I handed in a whole bunch of I don't even remember what I gave them, but I got a lot of money from it, and I was like, "Sweet." Then I left, came back a second time just to look around. Then I left, came back a third time, and I bought 6 Pokemon card packs. And I was like, and I specifically remember they were $2 each, and so I counted out getting 6 of them. And I was like, this is gonna be huge. I'm gonna get some awesome Pokemon from this. And the card packs had white Kyurem and black Kyurem on them, and then some had Kyogre and Groudon on them. And there was one that had Reshiram on it, and I was like, oh, and I got the most Reshiram ones, and then I bought them. And then I woke up before I could open the card packs.
That's actually
Lame.
that's a nightmare.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know what I got.
It's a
if I'm
cliffhanger.
honest.
It'll continue in the next stream.
I spent $12, and I hope I got something
Yeah,
good.
you'll pick up in the next stream. It's alright.
I'd
Have you ever
call it.
had-
I'd call
have you ever
it.
had-
Oh, when dreams continue.
Yeah, I've had that happen. Where
I've
I think it
Had that happen once.
I mean, it probably just
Never had
happens because
that
you think
happen.
about the dream constantly all day. So it's like, let's get back in there.
Yeah. I like to think that that dream wasn't a nightmare. It's more of a dream for the fact that I could buy a Pokemon card pack for $2.
That's true.
That's
Some
pretty
mystical
awesome.
world.
That's like a utopia. I wish Pokemon cards were that cheap.
I'd buy 'em more often.
I would buy them more often. I like Pokemon cards. I like just
I'd
collecting.
rather
little
buy me a
Funkos
lot
and
of
Stone
Pokemon
Gloves.
card packs. Pretty cool.
I just
Pokemon
like
are
having
real
little
good.
cards. Pokemon are real nice, dude. And
It's
Pokemon
Oh.
are real?
I see little Pokemon in my walls and scuttling around.
yeah.
Nice.
There's a lot of Durants in my skin.
that's not good. That's not good.
That's not good. What was
There's
your guys'
actually-
first console?
The one that I was
Yes.
mine and I owned officially. The one that I shared.
That was yours first.
My PS4.
That was your only no one else used it.
Yeah, my PS4.
Okay, well, not for you, Joe, because I know that doesn't exist.
'Cause that's my computer.
Yeah, that he got like.
Well, it was my Switch.
What was your first console growing up that mainly only you use, but it might have been in the living room and stuff?
That would be
The
my.
Wii.
I guess it was a PS4. Yeah.
Mine was a Wii.
My PS3.
Oh, it was
Really?
yeah, it was the Wii. It was the Wii.
I had
Yeah.
a Wii, growing up, and I got Sonic Unleashed for the Wii, and I remember that. But
Sorry,
I
you know
also had
you know my first Mario Party game was, and I didn't even play another Mario Party game until the Switch. It was
Really?
it was Mario Party 9. Was the only one I've ever played.
I
The
had
first time I
a.
played Mario Party, I was at a friend's place, and then one of them picked me up and put my head in the wall.
Oh yeah, that was
This is a
awesome.
subtle Nathan reference. This is
Oh yeah.
never playing Mario Party again.
Oh, we should do an episode of playing Mario Party.
Never again.
I, as a kid, when I lived with my cousins again, but this is at a different house at a different time. This was when I was in grade 3. We had there's a downstairs area where my mom's room and mine was, and a bathroom. But between the bathroom and the entrance to mine and my mom's room was a small little corner, and we had a TV and a Wii Mini there. And we played Mario Party, Smash Bros, and Club Penguin the Wii game on it.
That's
And we
a
had,
thing.
and we had
No.
yeah.
What?
And we had 2 beanbag chairs there, and we just hung out there. It was a good
so
time.
That's huge.
Oh, it was a great time. Shaking little gamer
Club
codes.
Penguin for the Wii.
And I love being a freaking little gamer.
Dude, I love
Scuttling
gaming
and
so much.
scampering around.
Gaming's just
It's
so cool.
alright.
It's alright. It's alright. Get shut the fuck
Alright.
up.
I don't play much. I don't play much. So,
I
you know,
know you don't game much. You're more of a analytics and reading guy.
I'm more of a reading guy.
Yeah, all you do is
That's
read all
true.
day. I'm like, oh,
That's
Gage.
that's
We
that's
should-
why
we should
that's why I
get him.
almost that's what my
Gage, you
grade
can't
was.
say shit. When
Right.
when we were playing Ape Wars, and the next morning I woke up to log on, and you killed me.
Joey, you know, I went
murdered
just because I
me.
went 51-3 in that game doesn't mean.
You can't say nothing about. I don't play much. I woke up at 9 the next morning and you were still on. And you were on, dog.
No, Joey, you
Can't
know
say
what?
anything
Joey, the
about
only
that.
reason you guys won that game, by the way, is because one of your teammates were cheating.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, Gage wakes up extra early to stay on the ground.
Oh, there we go.
No, I don't. Well, I usually get like 9 to 10, and then I just watch videos for like an hour, and then
I wake up at noon consistently. No matter what
I
time
woke
I
up-
go to bed, I've been waking up at noon.
I woke up 5
That's how I
minutes
feel.
before the podcast started.
I woke up at
So that's
Wait, actually.
7:30 this morning.
Yeah,
Leland's here, fresh out of bed. Good morning, Leland. Good afternoon.
it's why I had to. It's why I had to get up and turn on my computer in advance, like first because I was like asleep.
You had like your pajamas on with the funny little hat.
Yeah, and I had a little candle holder.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
little
I was-
candlestick.
I'm literally wearing pajamas in the house right now, so I can't really talk because I haven't gone outside today. Or I haven't left my house. I haven't left my house, I should say.
Yeah, no,
I haven't got up there today.
I am dressed because I've been out for like 3 hours and I had a shower and got dressed.
What do you do? Have a life?
I just woke up and I was like, man, a shower would be so refreshing right now. And I had a shower and I got dressed, brushed my hair.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
I'm
Now that I
just
think
so
of it.
organized and awesome.
I have
Okay,
not
man.
left my house in multiple days. Like now that I think about it, yeah, I've just
I
been
usually-
chilling.
I usually try to leave my house like at least every other day,
I
at the very least.
I leave my house when I go to hang out with friends or do chores or like do errands, but I haven't like needed to do either of those things.
I just go outside and sit on my porch sometimes. The last time I actually
Yes, same.
left my property was to go see the Mario movie.
Damn.
Yeah,
And it was a good time.
all the view I have is just a guy shooting up heroin, and like a Wendy's. That's all
Nice.
the view I got.
Dog, I literally walked home from the dentist like last week and just looked at your house and was like, man, this was the worst view in Courtney. You just have a little clearing of trees so you can watch the homeless people congregate at night.
There's like, dude, it's rough. They're at the Travelodge, which is like the homeless utopia where they all live. I've seen some like crazy like wild wastelander perk type shit, man, because I've seen like Cadillacs and like beautiful Mustangs go in there and then leave. Definitely drug dealers. I've seen like people like crack addicts, like one lady had no nose. One lady
What the
spilled
f-
her
Damn.
one lady spilled her
Disgusting.
one lady spilled her meth on the street and was picking it up.
Nice.
Like, I'm not even kidding. She was like picking it up off the floor. I can't
Well, it's
believe
meth,
it.
it's expensive,
And
you know.
and like last night they were using a buzzsaw at 10 p.m. over there. I can't make this up.
Yeah,
I'm
it's all he was
it
complaining
to
about
Tanner
last
and
night.
Joey. Yeah.
Wait, is it
Hold on,
travel?
I'm
Wait,
getting
can
a
you?
phone call.
Oh, I guess you could probably hear the. Could you hear the travel in your house?
Oh, it's really close to him.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
right
know,
across the
but I
street.
know I know where it is compared to his house. But like,
Yeah, I remember
especially up
a
here.
long while ago. This was like maybe a year or two ago. We were playing it was like we were just playing Minecraft. I think it was me, Gavin, and Nathan and Leland. Because it was a little late at night. I think it was like 10, maybe 11. And Leland's dad wasn't home. And we were playing Minecraft, and he kept like going, God, these two fucking idiots are like arguing across the street. I can hear them. They're over there arguing, and they're just yelling at each other. And then Leland, you know, we kept playing, and Leland's like, they're still fucking arguing. What are they
Okay,
arguing about? Leland was like complaining about it, and he's like, that's it. And he gets up, and we hear him open his window, and he fucking sticks his head out his window. He's like, shut the fuck up! I'm playing Minecraft! And they went dead silent and didn't argue for the rest of the night.
That's fair though.
It was
Not valid.
like it worked. It got them to shut up. It was a very like. It was a good job.
Yeah, that's how we scare people in the streets. Like, there's always because the house across from me, the guy who owned it died, and his son owned the house, and now he's got a bunch of like fucking frat guys living in the house. And there's always someone at like 12 o'clock at night who's drunk walking down the street, and I just close my blinds and start fucking yelling out the window at them. They usually stay on their property now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm
That's
back.
a that's
Pretty
a
odd.
that's a
The
pretty.
day I have to
good
lean
point.
out the window with a pellet gun, it's gonna be the worst day of my life. I'm gonna get arrested.
That's gonna be the day he gets it.
It reminds me of a
Dang,
funny
Arisa.
story, guys.
Really?
One time there were some crack addicts yelling, so I took my BB gun, which is like a BB gun pellet gun cross. I have a clip for the pellets, but I didn't want to kill anyone, right? So I took the BB part of the gun, and I aimed outside, and I just shot the guy because they were like screaming and not shutting the fuck up. So I just leaned out the window, or rather, I went on my porch and I just shot him in the ass in the dark. I could tell I
In the
hit him
dark.
because I could tell I hit him because he was like, "What the fuck was that?" Ah! So
Maybe you also could just like barely missed him and he thought he was getting shot at by an actual gun.
Leland, if you
Well,
ever need it,
either
I
way.
can lend you my pellet gun. Like,
I don't need it. I have my own.
Lu-
no,
Leland, when
but
you
this
said-
one's a hunting pellet gun. This one will do some.
Wow,
Be
bro.
more effective.
Well,
I
Lu,
don't
I don't
have
think
my
I don't
own.
think Luna's trying to
Monkey.
kill anyone. If that's what you're suggesting.
Yeah.
Leland, when you started telling a story, I started laughing because I just told a story about you, and I thought you were about to tell the exact same story.
Wait, what did you say?
I was talking
That's
about
what I
when there's two people arguing really loudly outside your house, and eventually you got so annoyed you just stuck your head out the window and yelled them to shut the fuck up, you're playing Minecraft.
Oh yeah, and it worked.
It worked.
And everything was good in the end.
Everything
it
was
so
happy.
Late. It was like midnight. I was trying to play Minecraft, man.
Heck, bro.
Yeah, we were just chilling out, hanging out, and they were just there doing their thing and yelling, man.
It's my goddamn neighborhood, and they aren't allowed to be around here.
That's for freaking sure, Brian. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
Go back to your own country.
Okay, wow. That is,
Jesus, man.
Disclaimer: it was two white people.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I think
It's
that
invalid now.
everyone should shut up when I'm playing Minecraft.
That's facts. In our city, like, people complain about the immigration rates, but like, who the fuck else is gonna keep our town running, man? Because all the quote unquote the people who've lived there their whole lives, the white people, who cares? They're all doing crack.
They are all doing crack.
Everyone the meth addict nowadays.
It's
Yes,
true.
literally, they're all doing crack. If we didn't have the immigration rates that we do, then we'd be fucked because nobody would be running any businesses, nobody would be working, we would just be completely fucked.
That's true.
So nobody has any right to complain because they don't understand how screwed we'd be.
No, yeah, it's very not awesome here.
At least I can learn English first. I mean, Jesus.
Okay.
It used to be a quite beautiful valley, and then the Vancouver people
And the
came.
Fire Nation. Oh yeah, that.
That's
The
true.
retards, and
The Vancouver people came, and the fucking mafia came.
The
and
mafia.
Yakuza came. Yeah, like all the
Kids,
mob
there's
came.
an actual mob here.
The
Like,
gangs came. There was a
Damn, bro.
gang shooting outside the Coffee Love Bug like years ago.
yeah.
And like
I don't know why I'm
they introduced meth, crack, fentanyl. Now there's a fentanyl pandemic here, so now it's just like crack city.
Yeah,
And you
you know,
can't-
when we were young, we could walk down the street, and you might see one homeless guy on Fifth Street. That was it. That was all you would see. Nowadays, they're good on the block, and there's six just sitting there, fucking shooting up.
Gavin and I were walking downtown, and he was like, let's cut through this alleyway. I don't want to walk on the street," because it was a ginormous homeless camp, and like some of the homeless people in this town are violent, man.
Oh yeah. So they
Because-
tried to set up. They tried to set up a massive camp actually near the entrance to.
Oh boy.
You know like on the highway when you go under the bridge, there's like some tree area like kind of just before it,
Yeah.
to the left and right. They're set up in there, like in there, for like a few. I think we lasted like a week before the cops.
See, disclaimer: we don't hate homeless people. We hate homeless people who steal, scream, attack, and are like crazy drug addicts.
Yes, I
That's
hate
the homeless people we hate.
We hate crack
No,
addicts.
I'm joking. Kind
I
of.
mean, like,
I
I
only smoke crack. I still have a house, but I smoke crack. They're crackheads because they don't have a home.
It's true. Joey's a crack addict.
Yeah,
You're a
more
crack.
dignified.
You're a crackhead. I'm a crack addict. We're not the
We
same.
are not the same. No, yeah, it's
di-
definitely a
oh.
problem. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta look at the situation you're given and just say it is what it is. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Pisses me off though because like nowhere is safe, man.
Nowhere
Yeah,
to
no.
say.
Well, my
You're
dad's
getting robbed.
car, it's been broken into 3 times.
Really?
3 times.
You know what?
The buzzsaw's going again.
That reminds me of something. One time we got in a car stolen once here. It was our friend's car that left here for the night, and it got stolen by 2 people who dragged the fucking car out of their
Out of the
They didn't break into it. They dragged it out. Apparently.
That's so funny.
That's what my parents told me at least. But that's
No
really
way,
funny if that's
man.
actually true. I don't.
That's
It was
hilarious.
yeah.
Only here, man. Only here.
Oh yeah.
And
Sorry,
Florida.
I started screaming out the buzzsaw before I could finish. They also tried to get into our house once. Like they were trying to bang on the door, and my dad walked outside, and he saw this guy with a knife. And my bad day to deal with my dad because he's like a black belt in Taekwondo and stuff, and he's like a fighter.
Really?
There was,
Remember.
yeah, oh yeah, like so.
I think I got it to like green.
He just took the knife from him, like slammed his head against the pavement, and then called the cops. and then
Acceptable.
Professional.
like there we go. It's too
Yeah, no,
easy.
it's you know,
It's too easy.
I mean, for us, it's like fine because we're all capable young men. But I imagine for people who aren't used to that type of environment or anyone who can't really defend themselves, it's definitely not a good place to be.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
have like
they'll
a
be
fucked
picked
up
off.
story that I saw on
Yeah.
Instagram. But like I don't know if you can keep this in the episode, but I'm gonna say it anyway because like it's important. Like a girl went missing, dude.
Yeah.
Like and like our age.
Oh well, in the last couple of years, I think there's been 4 missing persons cases.
because
about
there's a
young
human
girls.
there's a human trafficking ring in our town. Like big time, me and my friends, we like saved a group of 2 girls from this once because we were like driving and we saw these like really sketchy guys like starting to go towards this group of girls or like the 2 girls, and they were like starting to, we could see that they were like getting nervous, and like the guys were starting to speed up, so we turned the car around and like we basically just pretended to like be their friends, and then the guys like fucked off, like they ran away. So it's very likely that these 2 girls were about to get like sedated and kidnapped.
No, yeah, it's really fucked
Never
up
told
here.
me about that. It's crazy. When was that?
Like month ago or month or 2.
Month? Oh. Jeez.
Yeah, like it's recent.
Yeah, no, it's not awesome.
It's yeah, we live in mini Detroit.
You know
That's
what that
okay.
reminds me of? Unrelated completely. Joey said he has something. Joey, how did you almost lose your foot?
That is a story.
What happened? You said you'd save it for the
Alright,
podcast.
So, we have a hydraulic elevator at my work, which I'm not going to mention for legal reasons. And so, you know, it says it's rated to lift 3,000 pounds. And we have this whole contract about, you know, not being an idiot in the fucking elevator. Anyways, 3 fat guys cram in the elevator. You're only allowed to have 1 person at a time. And then as we're going up, one of them checks me into the fucking door as we're going up. And I, like, realign myself so I'm not in the door. We go up, and I'm like, hey, I can't feel my fucking foot anymore. And I look down, and my foot is full, clamped in the elevator door, being dragged off. And I yell, fucking stop the elevator and go back down. We go down. I can take pictures later. I get up, and I go and I sit down, and I take off my boot. My steel in my boots has compressed. Like,
oh my God.
like
Holy
it was
shit.
barely wrapped around my feet. My toes are still bruised. Like, I got so close to just not having a fucking toes anymore. And the boots are ruined. Like, I can't use them anymore. The steel is, I can wear them, but the steel is compressed to the point where it's pinching my toes.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
lots of fun stuff happens at my work. It's a great place.
Well, you don't really work there anymore now.
You quit?
No, doesn't your job end after like a certain time because of
Oh, yeah.
seasons changing?
Oh yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Nice. Well,
Congratulations, you made it through.
Oh, barely survived.
congratulations, you survived the night.
You
Yeah, Joey got fired for
Damn.
criminal negligence.
Yeah,
you got
you
fired
know.
for stealing.
Oh
True.
yeah, all the time, all the time. I actually have a Powerade from work.
What
So I'm such a theft.
What the fuck, dude? That's
I don't steal.
fucked up.
I don't steal. I'm giving expired goods. That's all. That's all.
I
That's-
don't feel.
That's
I don't
really
curse.
fucked up, man. But you know what's more
I'm
fucked up?
man. What's up?
The podcast is done so soon.
No, it doesn't.
It
Oh, really?
does.
Has
Yeah,
it been
dude.
an hour?
Close to.
Damn near.
And
Damn.
Wait, why is that to end early?
I'm just ending it, man. What do you got a problem? You got a problem with it, Gitch? Do we have to
What,
have an
you think
hour?
better
What's
than
up?
me?
Yeah, you think you better? You know who puts these things together? Me!
Uh,
I do it. I put everything together. I'm Tanner.
Okay.
John
Yeah.
Miller.
Yeah, you better settle down, mister.
You're talking to him like he's a dog.
Well, like, you know.
Zip it, mister.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Or listening. Shout out to our listeners because this podcast is officially on Spotify, which is
Sick.
pretty crazy and pretty awesome. And we'll see you the next week. And yeah, and I guess I never really introduced any of our hosts here. I just realized that we had Gage, Joey, and Leland from last episode. And I completely forgot to introduce because I don't think anyone really knows. It's fine. Everyone knows everyone. It's a small
man.
town. It's a small town.
Yep.
Small little world we live in.
Small little world we live in. It's really small, and I'll see. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.